Mountains is a place which had and has extremely limited healthcare, both in terms of facilities and healthcare personnel. It's sort of virgin territory. When we first opened, it was March 2008, and during that period, that was in the peace time here in Sudan. Fighting broke out on June 6, 2011. There was a civil war against the Khartoum government, which is a known serial genocidal regime. I was the only doctor here at the hospital. We had 2 clinical officers, and we had other health personnel that were expatriates. And what happened was all the expatriates, our anesthetist, our lab technician, our pharmacy technician, our ward nurse in charges, they were all evacuated. So for me, I said, in good conscience, I can't leave the place. This is the only functioning referral hospital, the only surgical hospital. If I left, people don't have any care at all, pretty much. So I decided to stay. It was a moment of moral clarity. We call ourselves missionaries, and yet when the times get rough, we take off. That's not much of a Christian witness to do that. So it's due to the grace of God that saw us through this difficult period. The strength and courage of the Nuba staff, the strength and courage of the sisters and the priests and everybody that stayed behind that helped us make this happen. We've gotten 30-some casualties since yesterday. 8 were injured with air bombardments. There's some serious fighting going on now all over the mountains. So I spent most of the day today in the operating room. God knows what's going to happen tonight and tomorrow. But this has been our life for the past 5 years. The hospital was initially designed as an 80-bed hospital. Now we have 435 beds. There are beds all over the place. We have beds in verandas. We have beds in the corridor. We have huge tents outside. At one point, we were above that number. We had 2 or 3 to a bed. So we're way above capacity of where we had anticipated when we first started. I do a full round on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And I try to see everybody in those days. So it can be 400 people, sometimes more than 400, sometimes 440 people, it depends. In a month, we do around maybe 140, if you include both major and minor surgeries. We try to do most of those on Wednesday and Friday. Of course, we're open all the time. Today's not an operating room day, but we had several wounded come. So we had to amputate a leg, we had to do a laparotomy, we had to do another guy who had his bones shattered. Now I've been out for 8 years. For me, it's a privilege to work with these people. And I really feel a sense of obligation to do my best to take care of them. That's just how it is. I feel like I was giving up if I left. That also encourages me quite a bit to see the patient's resilience, to see how some of these patients suffer things that you can't even imagine, and how they stay calm, how they can still laugh and still joke and still carry on with life. I mean, to me, it's unbelievable. When you see this, you say, how can I give up, and leave when these guys are facing things much worse and are carrying on with life? Let me try a bit with my own weaknesses and try to carry on with things. Sorry? How many? Take the ones that look the worst and get inside. If they look really bad, I want you to call Isaac and if they really been an operation, call Isaac and Helen. Okay? Sorry guys, we just got 2 truckloads of wounded. So this is a life, probably from a tank explosion or something. Probably amputate these guys tonight.